Unboxing the FIFINE XLR Tank 3 model. Manual at the top there. Got the extra microphone there. Real good heavy build metal. Love the feel of that already. 3-prong XLR connector on the back. Also, if you look closely, there's the headphone jack and a USB connector. Along with that, on the side of it, you have the headphone adjustment knob and the microphone gain adjustment knob right on the microphone. Wow. And then it's got a handy dandy little microphone attachment lever on there. So to the side of the microphone. And we've got the mute button at the top, it looks like, of the microphone this time. The build to it, it's really heavy. See all the features on there. LXR Pro connector, cable, USB connector, cable, C-type, headphone jack. We've got the FIFINE name on the side with the mute button for the microphone. And then looks like everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. The actual cord looks like a pretty long one too. It has the wrapper around it. We're going to do some testing to see how this microphone performs. So far, so good. I am testing the FIFINE Tank 3 microphone and recording right into my computer, monitoring via headphones that are plugged into the bottom of the microphone via the included headphone jack. Also, there is the 3-prong XLR connector on the bottom of the microphone, as well as a C-type USB connector for computer connection, PC connection. So it's very great compact microphone. Also has the controls on the side of the microphone, 2 knobs, one for the input volume of the microphone itself and the other for headphone volume. So again, I think this is a great microphone. Mute button right on the top is green since it's on, but if I hit that, that'll mute me out. But this will be a great addition to your studio if you're doing podcast or any other application that you might need a great microphone for.
So most XLR mics are somewhere between $50 to $100, and most USB mics are $50 to $100. So this one coming in $20 to $30 under, and this is the sound quality you're going to get with the XLR right here. Okay, so now I plugged in the USB. Now this is what you should expect off the USB. Now in XLR, you don't have no lights or nothing, so you do have a mute here, but in XLR mode, you use your interface for that. But you do have a mute button here. You have your gain and your mic monitoring buttons here. So mic monitoring, you can monitor how you sound, whether in XLR or in USB mode. This thing is really, really nice. I mean, this thing, it is a tank. It is solid. This thing is a solid microphone. And saying how solid it is, it pairs real well with the FIFINE XLR SC1 interface. This is what an interface is. Your XLR comes right here. If you don't want to use USB and you want to use the XLR interface, so you plug it in here, and then you can monitor different things also from the interface. Really, really nice interface. I just plugged it into my other one so I can show this one here. I will be doing a review on this one as well on Amazon. So if you are looking for this one right here, look for my review. Again, this is what it sounds like. A USB, and then of course I showed you what it sounds like on the XLR. FIFINE, they are on a company coming up big time. I mean, their USB mics are awesome. Their XLR mics are awesome. I mean, this is better than my Rode Pod mic. Really, really nice mic. Like it. Good job, FIFINE.
Hi there. You're probably watching this video because you decided to buy a microphone and you were Googling pod microphones and this one popped out. This is how it sounds if it's connected with the XLR straight to the cable. I have the FX3 and straight to the camera. Technically, when you connect it with the XLR, none of the buttons work, like the mute button, the microphone volume button, and the headphone button does not work. But all of that works if you connect it via USB-C and USB plug anywhere on your computer, on your MacBook, on your laptop, and anything. So for $89, it looks great, it sounds great. It does need a pop filter because it doesn't come with the XLR cable, but it's a great quality, very pretty looking, I would say, and you're not gonna go wrong with it. So it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now we are recording on the computer via USB, and the microphone itself works, and the monitoring works as well. So the sound is pretty good. You have to be very close to it, and again, no pop filter. It's definitely more for streaming, more for Zoom or something like that, not for camera usage, although you can have it. And I'm off the center. But yeah, that's the review. Hope you guys heard the quality, and if you like it, go for it.
So why am I reviewing this? I'm not an audio specialist, but my goal is to give my community the best tools for them to create content without all the technical headaches. And if you're like me and want something that works right out of the box, this is the mic for you. As a creator, consistency and efficiency is the key. I want to provide value to my viewers with the highest quality possible without them getting bogged down in audio setup details. For audio specialists, there may be more advanced options out there on the market, but for the everyday creator, the Tank 3 could be the perfect fit. And I also want to give a big shout out to Bruce over at FIFINE for reaching out and offering me the chance to review this top-friendly microphone, the Tank 3.
This is a test over USB-C with the FIFINE Tank 3 microphone. Tends to have a little bit of a cleaner sound, not a whole lot of extra coloration on the lower tones. Nice, even sounding neutral sound for vocals. And this is the sound of the FIFINE Tank 3 microphone over XLR into a USB-C audio interface. We'll see how this sounds compared to the USB-C.
Fine. Y'all did it again. I was one of those people that said that I would never use the USB function on the new Tank 3. However, recently I was on a live stream on Instagram where I took my audio from this to this. Level up your audio if you have the Tank 3, even on social media posts like Instagram, TikTok, Reels, whatever, especially on those lives. Level up your audio if you have the Amplitank Tank 3 by FIFINE. You hear the difference? What are you waiting for?
One thing I want to say about this microphone is it just looks really cool. But other than that, the fact that this is a metal case should give it better shielding.
The number one thing that I like about this mic is that it's both XML and USB. And that's a big deal for me because I like to use XML with the door interface.
And it gets my thumbs up.